Namaste. Welcome to Agriculture Affairs in Nepal with me, Nirmala Basnet. Dear viewers, let us now start the program with the main affairs of the week. The Karnali state government has decided to provide shepherd allowance in the current fiscal year. Potato production in Salaai district has decreased compared to last year. The Committee for the Implementation, Monitoring and Evaluation of the Directive Principles, Policies and Responsibilities of the State under the National Assembly is going to study the prices of petroleum products. Plus more. Let us continue the program with the honey production decline in Lamjung. Decline of production of honey this year is a serious problem in different parts of the country. The farmers are saying that the unseasonal rain is the cause of decline of honey. Nepali honey is graded to have medical value by many people. This is also the hope of many Nepali people to make Nepali honey valuable for life. Many apiculturists around the country are taking the opportunity to make some money through honey production. However, the changing climatic condition of the country is making it difficult for the production of honey. Honey production of domestic bees has declined in Lamjung this year. Honey production has declined this year as compared to last year. Let us look at this news report for a little while. Honey production of domestic bees has declined in Lamjung this year. Honey production has declined this year as compared to last year. Honey production has declined due to the unfavorable weather, cold wave, and various disease. Compared to last year, the production of honey has decreased by 8 tons this year, according to the Agriculture Knowledge Center, Lamjung. According to Madan Regmi, information officer of the office, 30 tons of honey has been produced from 11,500 beehives this year. Last year, the farmers of the district had produced 38 tons of honey from 11,100 beehives. Similarly, 34 tons of honey was produced from 9,500 beehives in 2076 BS, and 32 tons of honey was produced from 5,900 beehives in 2075 BS, according to the office. This year, the price of honey in the district is 850 to 900 rupees per kilogram, but farmers have sold it for up to 1,000 rupees. Information officer Regmi informed that he has earned 13.6 million rupees from the sale of honey this year. According to him, the honey produced in the district is being consumed in Kathmandu, Pokhara, Chittagong, and other cities in the district. Ben Bahadur Gurung, a beekeeper of Puranokot in Beshi Shahar Municipality 4, had produced 96 quintals of honey last year. However, farmer Gurung said that a total of 6.5 quintals of honey was produced in Asuj this year due to heavy rains. The vice president of the district branch of the Nepal Beekeepers Federation, Lamjung, and Sundarbajar Municipality 11 have also produced less honey than expected. Farmers of the district have started producing honey using modern beehives and modern technology. According to Lamjung District Office of Nepal Beekeepers Federation, the most productive places of the district are Sundarbajar, Beshi Shahar Municipality, and Marsangdi village. There are more than 382 beekeepers registered in the branch. In order to increase honey production by attracting beekeepers to beekeeping business, various local levels including Agriculture Knowledge Center, Beshi Bazar, and Sundarbajar Municipality had distributed various equipment including modern beehives, including beehives with 50% subsidy this year. According to the Agriculture Knowledge Center, Central Nepal Municipality, Dudpokhari Village Municipality 4, 5, and 6, Sundarbajar Municipality 5, and Beshi Shahar Municipality 2 are the bee pocket areas of the district. According to the center, beekeeping equipment has also been distributed to 1,200 farmers in the district with 500 rupees and empty beehives with 50% grant. After the news report, let us now talk about shepherd allowance. Shepherds are valuable people for the livestock industry. Many Nepali youths go to foreign countries to become shepherds. This has caused lack of shepherds in the country. Now there's going to be allowance for the shepherds from the government. This will encourage the youth to work at home where the grass is greener for our livestock. The country is lacking employees due to the fact that there are no incentives to motivate the youths. Everyone needs something to do to provide for basic needs. It is time that Nepali people value different types of work. The Karnali state government has decided to provide shepherd allowance in the current fiscal year. Let us look at this news report for a little while. The Karnali state government has decided to provide shepherd allowance in the current fiscal year. It has been decided to give shepherd allowance to the farmers who raise more than 50 sheep in Kalikot, Jumla, Humla, Mugu and Dolpa districts of Karnali. According to the Ministry of Land Management, Agriculture and Cooperatives, the Karnali state government has decided to provide monthly allowance of 1,500 shepherds allowance. Sum of 7.2 million rupees has been allocated in the current fiscal year to provide shepherds allowance to the sheep farmers. Similarly, Panchal Charna village municipality of Kalikot has been giving shepherd allowance to farmers since 2076-77 to encourage them in animal husbandry. After the news report, let us now talk about new working committee in the Dairy Association. Dairy is very important business in Nepal as the dairy products are a very important part of Nepali diet. The DDC was established in 1969. This was done to collect milk and distribute it to people who want to consume the dairy products. Nepali dairy products are still developing to the liking of the Nepali people. New working committee of Nepal Dairy Association in the Far West has been set to meet the demand of the Nepali people. Nepal Dairy Science Association was also established in 1993 to study the dairy products in the country. Right now, Nepali people need clean and healthy dairy products. A new working committee of Nepal Dairy Association for Western State has been selected. Let us look at this news report for a little while. A new working committee of Nepal Dairy Association for Western State has been selected. The third annual general meeting and the second session elected Robin Kant Pant as the chairman. Dambaradia Kuti has been selected as the secretary. Similarly, the members are Ram Kaur, Damar Chand, Anita Kesi, Bhagirath Karki, Pratap Singh Bika, Bharat Shah, Lalit Hamal, etc. Speaking on the occasion, Bhupendra Thapalis, the current president of the association, said that the organization could be strengthened only if all of them moved forward together, and for that the state committee should fulfill its responsibility successfully. After the news report, let us now talk about the disease in coffee. Coffee is one of the most popular hot drink in the world. Coffee gives most of the people the early morning kick that they need to get going all day. The caffeine in the coffee is the agent that gives the kick that we get from this drink. Coffee is grown in many places in the world. In Nepal too, this coffee is grown in some quantity. Nepali coffee is exported to countries like the USA where there's demand for the original taste of the Himalaya. I read somewhere that coffee was grown in Nepal even before tea was grown. Due to the disease in the coffee plant, and with no cure, it was abandoned. This is what is happening to coffee now. However, at this point, we do have some solutions. In the coffee plantation planted by the farmers in Palpa, white blight and vermilion disease have started appearing. Let us look at this news report for a little while. In the coffee plantation planted by the farmers in Palpa, white blight and vermilion disease have started appearing. Farmers are worried as coffee plants are drying up due to white blight and vermilion disease. According to the Coffee Entrepreneurs Association Palpa, this year the disease has been seen in the coffee plants and the plants have started drying up. The district had produced about 15 tons of coffee last year. Coffee production has declined due to the extreme cold last year. While commercial coffee was sold at 20 rupees per kilogram, it is now sold at 90 rupees per kilogram from the village. Access to commercial coffee production, collection and marketing has been expanded in 8 municipalities of the district. Farmers have been cultivating coffee commercially in an area of 163 hectares in 8 local levels of the district. After the news report, let us now talk about reduction of potatoes. This year, many crops did not yield well due to the fact that the climatic pattern has changed around the world. The paddy production and honey production declined due to unseasonal rain in Asoj. The potato production in Salaai is reported to have declined. This means that more pressure on imported potato from India. The farmers are also saying that even the produced potatoes do not get market due to the cheaper potatoes coming from India. With the low income in the country, the consumers are attracted to low-priced products. Potato production in Salaai district has decreased compared to last year. Let us look at this news report for a little while. Potato production in Salaai district has decreased compared to last year. It is said that the potato production has declined by half in the northwestern part of the district due to non-availability of chemical fertilizer for the farmers. On the one hand, potato production has declined, and on the other hand, the produced potato has not found a market. Farmers have said that they have to sell seeds at 15 rupees per kilogram after buying seeds at 25 to 30 rupees per kilogram. Farmers are complaining that the indigenous produce has not fetched a price as cheap potatoes have entered the Nepali market from India. Commercial potato farming is practiced in Hazaria, Rajghat, Barahatwa, Manpur, Sankarpur and other areas of the district. According to the District Agriculture Knowledge Center, potato is being cultivated in an area of 1,400 hectares in the district. After the news report, it is time to take a small commercial break. Stay with Krishi Television. After the commercial break, welcome back to Agriculture Affairs in Nepal. Dear viewers, let us now talk about increase in the price of the fuel. Increase in the price of the fuel will increase the transportation cost of agricultural products. This will bring up the price of food in the market. It cannot be helped as the traders will want profit to some extent. This means the consumers are at the losing end. Consumerism in Nepal is on the rise as the people are more attracted to industrial work in the country. Nepal does not have its own petroleum well. This means that we have to import all of it into the country. In this day and age, we cannot do anything without transportation. Modern Nepali life is almost impossible without petroleum in Nepal. The Committee for the Implementation, Monitoring and Evaluation of the Directive Principles, Policies and Responsibilities of the State under the National Assembly is going to study the prices of petroleum products. Let us look at this news report for a little while. The Committee for the Implementation, Monitoring and Evaluation of the Directive Principles, Policies and Responsibilities of the State under the National Assembly is going to study the prices of petroleum products. The committee meeting has decided to form a subcommittee to study the reasons behind the continuous rise in prices of petroleum products. The subcommittee has Durga Paudel as its coordinator and Kim Lohani and Lakshmi Pariyar as its members, said Committee Chairperson Neera Devi Jairu. She said that the subcommittee will also study the work of the government to facilitate it. During the meeting, Director of Nepal Oil Corporation, Sushil Vatarai, said that even if the price is adjusted in 15 days, there will be no situation to cover the deficit. He said that the problem of buying oil has always been seen as the corporation is running at a loss.
अम्लेगनसम्म पाइपलाइन आइसकेका छन् यसले पनि धेरै हाम्रो सप्लाई र डिस्ट्रिब्युसनमा धेरै ठुलो मद्दत पुर्याएको छ। यो कसरी हामीले अब देखाउन नमिल्ने भएर मात्रै हो, हामीले यति सजिलो भएको छ पाइपलाइन जति पनि ट्याङ्करहरुको जो मोभमेन्ट छ डिजलको टोटल बिजनेसमा क्वान्टिटीको बिजनेसमा 60% शेयर हाम्रो डिजलको छ र डिजलको त्यो 60% पनि अलमोस्ट 80% अहिले हामीले त्यो पाइपलाइनबाट ल्याइरहेका छौं। In
the meeting, the lawmakers said that the state tax on petroleum products should be reconsidered. MP Vim Rawal said that the government should resume its earlier plan to explore for petroleum products in Nepal. He also said that the time has come to consider the issue of importing crude oil directly. MP Dinanath Sharma said that the policy should be introduced to reduce the demand for petroleum products.
फसिल फ्युल भोलि सिद्धिन्छ के गर्ने भनेर पनि सोचिरहेको पनि हामी सुन्छौँ। त्यसकारण यो हाम्रो आफ्नै उत्पादनको स्थिति के हो यतातर्फ पनि यहाँहरू त्यसको मुख्य त्यसको पीडा दिनदिनै भोग्ने त्यसका तनावहरू जोखिमहरू दिनदिनै सुन्ने भए हुनाले यतातर्फ सरकारले समयात्मक रूपमा सोचेको छ कि छैन सोच्नु पर्यो भन्ने एउटा मलाई लाग्यो।
अब मन्त्रीज्यूले चाहिँ अब बिजुली उत्पादन गर्ने हामीले चाहिँ लाइसेन्स दिँदैनौँ किनभने यहाँको चाहिँ यो बिजुली अहिले अब उत्पादन हुने के अरे यहाँ चाहिँ कन्ज्युम भनेर हुन सकेन भनेर एकातिर चाहिँ भन्दै हिँड्नु भएको छ। यस कारणले यो विषयमा हामी राजनीतिक दलहरू पनि समिति पनि आइलिगम पनि वाणिज्य पनि हामी सबै यो दिशातिर चाहिँ हामीले सोच्दाखेरि के हुन्छ मैले पोलिसी सिफ्ट भनेको यस प्रकारका महत्त्वपूर्ण विषयहरू छन् जो हामी आफै आत्मनिर्भर हुन सक्छौँ अन्य अरूको चाहिँ हामी भर पर्नु पर्दैन।
Similarly, the lawmakers suggested that the corporation should move ahead by rectifying the leakage and other shortcomings. After the news report, let us now talk about the price of the milk. Price of the milk has gone up after more than 2 years. The Nepali farmers have been pushing for price hike for a long time. They say that the price of feed has gone up, and as a result, the previous price of milk is not enough to cover the production cost. Milk is very important substance for the human body. This is why the demand is always on the rise. The price is controlled by the government to make the trade of milk fair trade. The Nepali market is very easily fluctuated with little change in the climate and transportation. The Dairy Development Corporation has increased the price of milk by 9 rupees per litre. Let us look at this news report for a little while. Dairy Development Corporation DDC has increased the consumer price of milk by 9 rupees per litre. The consumer price has been fixed at 85 rupees by increasing 9 rupees per litre. The price has been fixed by the meeting of the Board of Directors of DDC. Earlier, the consumer price of processed milk was 76 rupees per litre. According to DDC, the price has increased by 6.52 rupees per litre for farmers and 2.48 rupees per litre for the industrialists. Earlier, the cabinet meeting had increased the price for the farmers by 6.52 rupees per litre to 56.04 rupees per litre. Before that, the price of milk sold by the farmers was 49.52 rupees per litre. After the decision of the Council of Ministers, the Ministry of Agriculture had given the responsibility to determine the price of processed milk to DDC for the consumers. There are programs around the country to help the farmers gain so that the country gains. Livestock is very important in the agriculture sector as milk, meat and dung is needed by the humankind. In Nepal, there's vaccination programs for the livestock for disease-free production. Not only that, there are programs to provide finance assistance to the farmers. The Nepali government shows a huge sum going into agriculture sector as grant every year. However, the farmers always say that the real farmers do not get the grants given by the government. The Veterinary Hospital and Veterinary Services Expert Center MEGDI has given grants to 51 poultry farms through 3 programs in the current fiscal year. Let us look at this news report for a little while. The Veterinary Hospital and the Veterinary Services Expert Center MEGDI has given grants to 51 poultry farms through 3 programs in the current fiscal year. 40 small and poultry farms have been selected for expansion and establishment, 40 for construction of new fish ponds and 4 for improvement of fish, meat and dairy shops. They will get 5.85 million rupees as grant from the center. A grant of 132,250 rupees will be provided for the expansion capacity of old farms of goats, cows, buffaloes, and poultry establishment of new farms. The center has stated that the new fish pond will get a grant of 50,000 rupees and the meat and dairy shop will get a grant of 100,000 rupees. Grants are being given as per the plan of Gandaki state government to make them self-reliant by increasing milk, fish and egg production and to increase the attraction towards animal husbandry. After the news report, let us now talk about the corona vaccine in Nepal. According to WHO report that I looked at, 40% of the Nepali population is now fully vaccinated and 52% has at least 1 dose. The Nepali government is saying that it is doing all and everything to get the vaccination to the people. We are at the end of the war against corona as more and more people are being vaccinated. It is said that life will be turning to normal after 75% of the population of the world gets at least 1 dose. Booster dose has also been given to the population with 2 doses of vaccine to fight the latest enemy, Omicron. The government has decided to give booster dose to all citizens from Fagun 1st. Let us look at this news report for a little while. The government has decided to give booster dose to all citizens from Fagun 1st. According to the Ministry of Health, booster doses will be given to all citizens above the age of 18 years who have been vaccinated with both the doses of corona vaccine. Speaking at a press conference at the ministry on Friday, Health Minister Virod Khatiwada informed that all the citizens above the age of 18 who have been fully vaccinated against COVID will now be given booster dose from the 1st of Fagun. He said that it has been decided to give COVID Shield, AstraZeneca, Moderna or Pfizer vaccines as booster. Giving information about the work done and future plans after assuming office, Minister Khatiwada said that the vaccination campaign has been launched under the leadership of the state and local governments by identifying the places and communities where the vaccine has not reached. He also said that the certificate of vaccination with QR code has been made available at the local level. He said that the target of vaccinating 1/3 of the target population has been achieved by 2078 BS, and the target has been set to provide full vaccination against COVID-19 to the target population by the end of Baishak 2079 BS. Minister Khatiwada informed that 46.57 million vaccines have been received so far and 34.825 million 601 vaccines have been administered. He said that the stock of necessary vaccine has been ensured.
अहिलेको खोप लिने लाभग्राहीको चाहिँ पर्सेन्टेज हेर्दै जाँदाखेरि त्यो लक्ष्य हामी सम्भवतः वैशाख भन्दा अगाडि नै पूरा गर्न सक्ने छौं। खोप उपलब्धता 2078 माघ 27 सम्मको स्थिति। हालसम्म प्राप्त खोप 4,65,70,720। खोप लगाएको मात्रा 3,48,25,601।
मन्त्रीसँग सल्लाह गरेर सम्पूर्ण प्रश्नहरूको आन्सर त्यही प्रेस ब्रिफिङ मार्फत गराउने जानकारी पनि
Minister Khatiwada said that the work on Nepal Health Sector Strategic Plan 2079 to 2086 has been started on the joint initiative of the government and the development partners with the objective of achieving sustainable development goals, and a draft with cost estimate will be prepared in the next 2 months. After the news report, let us now talk about a report on bird flu. The latest report is that the bird flu is also advancing in Nepali soil. In Chittagong, there has been an attack from this disease on chicken, according to the test results of the samples collected from there. When we are concentrating on corona, there have been many attacks on livestock in the country. It has been difficult for the vets to work just like most of the people. We are at the end of the war against corona and we are winning. We also have to fight the viruses that attack our animals because the disease that attack the animals affect our health. Bird flu has re-emerged in Chittagong. Bird flu has been detected at Anita Livestock Farm in Rapti, Municipality 6. Let us look at this news report for a little while. Bird flu has re-emerged in Chittagong. Bird flu has been detected at Anita Livestock Farm in Rapti, Municipality 6. The infection was confirmed on Thursday after Chief District Officer Aswan Tamang collected the samples and sent them to Kathmandu. H5N1 bird flu has been reported. The farm has 2,000 chickens. The sale of birds around 100 meters of the farm has been stopped, and the sale has been stopped by monitoring around 2 kilometers. Samples of suspicious farms will be collected and tested. This is all in Agriculture Affairs in Nepal with me, Nirmala Basnet. Before I go, let us review the main affairs of the week. The Karnali state government has decided to provide shepherd allowance in the current fiscal year. Potato production in Salaai district has decreased compared to last year. The Committee for the Implementation, Monitoring and Evaluation of the Directive Principles, Policies and Responsibilities of the State under the National Assembly is going to study the prices of petroleum products. Thank you for watching Agriculture Affairs in Nepal with me, Nirmala Basnet. I'll be back with more affairs next time. Till then, Jai Krishi, Jai Kishan, Samriddha Krishi, Nepal Kushan.